Hello everyone, Edward Reardon here, and I wanted to do a follow-up video about the video I put out about aphantasia in remote viewing. And I got some of the best comments in that video, very heartfelt comments that they're really heartfelt, and I'm just very grateful that that video has had an impact on some people. I was just reading this one by Isabella, and who has aphantasia, or I will say this, her brain processes information in a way that has been labeled aphantasia. I'm going to put it that way. Because by definition, and I watched a video, the definition of aphantasia means there's two words, a and phantasia. And I believe the guy was saying that the Greek or Latin definition of the a or a means none or no or not, and phantasia meaning imagination or having no imagination. And that is not correct. That is not correct. That doctor who created the word aphantasia, even though it's a very cool word, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Aphantasia. Hey, I have aphantasia, baby. I mean, that's a cool word, but the definition of it is not right. Just because people are not pulling or don't have the ability to create mental images in their mind does not mean they have some type of a disability. It only means that they process information in a different way. That's all it means. And I have a soft spot for this because I have aphantasia. I can identify with aphantasia, dyslexia, where the letters and the numbers switch around. And imagine, this is why I'm so passionate about this type of thing. And I'm reading these comments, and my heart is right with Isabella and the rest of them. Because imagine being, 10, 11, 12 years old, and you're in school, math class and spelling class, and you're trying to spell, you can't get the letters right, and now you're the dummy in the class. You're not dumb. Your brain processes information differently. And it's no different with remote viewing. If somebody goes, the great comment right here from Mike S. Mike has been a subscriber for a long time. And he's saying he was frustrated with CRV because he's heavily visual. And so he was listening to Dick Allgaier, was on Daz Smith's Zoom, talking about HRVG method, which is what I was talking about in my previous video, which is a remote viewing system that relies primarily on visuals. And so Mike is excited about it because now he can explore HRVG because that's how his mind processes information. It's a better fit for him than CRV would be. But for Isabella, CRV could be a better option because you have the ability to describe the concepts, the ability to describe the feelings as a natural expression. And our minds, be it with the condition termed aphantasia or dyslexia or any of the other ones. All it means is that we have had to develop different, unique ways of solving problems. That's all. I know for myself, when I come upon a problem that is difficult, that following a typical, or maybe a quote-unquote neurotypical process of resolving that problem, and my brain can't do it, I have a whole different set of problem solving skills in my mind that go around things and look from different perspectives and directions to come up with unique problem solving techniques for myself. And I'm very happy. I'm grateful. I'm blessed that I can do that. And so Isabella, you can do it. You can absolutely do it. Mike, check out HRVG. You're probably going to love it. I want you all to find exactly what systems are going to work for your particular brain. Thanks for sharing this story, David says. Very personal, insightful. I wish you success in your journey. Big fan here. Thank you. Thank you, David. I'm glad you got something out of that video, too. Serenity here. I've had aphantasia all my life, but only found out about it a couple years ago. I have also had many years been fascinated with remote viewing, but never have bothered looking into courses or training because I assumed with aphantasia I wasn't capable of doing it. I've always seen drawing and picturing images as a must to remote view. Now you've opened my mind to possibilities I hadn't imagined. If I can get through this without crying. These are wonderful. Is there training? Yeah, I believe I commented on it. Check out Paul Smith, Lynn Buchanan, and more of the CRV styles. Check those out. I made that comment below. But thank you so much for that comment. And geez, they're just great comments here. People who have the condition that they have termed aphantasia. And you can do it. You can do it. If I did it, you can do it. And it's just a matter of finding the right fit for you. Luckily, these days, there are teachers out there who can recognize early on children who have different ways of processing information. Like, it makes me think of my friend Dennis Nappy, who's part of the crypto viewing team. My friend Dennis, who's a teacher. He is a teacher and he is a vice principal. He understands these things of how people process information differently, and you have to, you have to, I hate to say it, but cater to their needs. You cannot try to force them into a role that they are not designed to be in. You can't put a square peg in a round hole. And that's really what this is about. And it also makes me think of my wife, who is ambidextrous. She can write with both right and left hands. But she didn't realize that until a few years ago, where she tried it. And what it did was it opened up her creative drawing capabilities. Because when she was a kid in school, they forced her to write right-handed and forget about the left hand. So basically they had her shut half of her brain off. And it was just a tragedy, because then it took so long, decades, for her to realize that and then start using both hands again the way she naturally does it. It has to be how things are done naturally. And just like I say all the time, first you learn how to remote view, and then you spend the rest of your life learning how you remote view. How you remote view as an individual. It is your individual perspective, your individual talent, your individual skill. I'm very passionate about this. Don't let someone try to pigeonhole you or force you into that there's only one way. There are infinite ways. Infinite ways. And that's what it's about. That's what I'm about. I hate doing the same thing over and over again. I'm telling you, I can't do it. It's not how my brain works. Some people are really good at that. They want to do the same thing over and over again. I can't do it. My brain will literally will retaliate and say, no, I have to come up with some new way of doing something. But that's how my brain works. Not everybody's, but that's mine. And so thank you so much for these comments. Keep them coming. I really appreciate them. And it touches my heart when I hear people like Serenity, like Isabella, and some of the other comments here too of people who have struggled, and didn't know. So for someone to say, almost watching my video and almost brought tears to their eyes because they couldn't see the possibility and now they see the possibility, that tells me I'm doing my job. I'm doing my job. Thank you very much, and I will continue. I will continue. Many, many more to come. The best is yet to come. Thank you so much.